My beloved child, in this moment, pause the flurry of thoughts that fills your mind and gently lean into my embrace. For I have yearned to speak with you in the stillness of your heart, and I want you to know that even when the world seems overwhelming, I am here, guiding you and keeping you safe. Take comfort in the knowledge that you are treasured beyond measure, and no circumstance can separate you from my endless compassion. Let your soul rest in the promise that you never face anything on your own. For I am by your side, whispering hope into every doubt and reminding you that tomorrow holds new mercies and new possibilities. Believe in my unwavering devotion, for I will carry you when you cannot walk and shelter you when you feel exposed. Press forward with courage, for a bright future awaits. My dear one, you do not need to be strong all the time. Allow yourself to trust in my strength instead, for I created you with a heart that longs for connection, and I stand ready to fill every void that this world fails to fill. Even when life's challenges tower over you like mountains and troubles seem to stretch into the distance, I am the one who can move those mountains with a single word. No tear of yours falls unnoticed, and no sigh of despair escapes my concern, for I hold you in the palm of my hand and cherish your presence more than you can comprehend. Today, let my love ignite a renewed sense of hope within you, for nothing is impossible when you lean on me. I see your burdens, and I feel your heartache, yet I want you to hold tight to the truth that I am the God who parts seas, calms storms, and breathes life into dry bones. There is no obstacle I cannot overcome, no sorrow I cannot console, and no prayer I fail to hear when it arises from the depths of your soul. In your most desperate moments, I am closer than you realize, enveloping you in an embrace that never falters. Keep your eyes fixed on me, for I will transform your darkness into light. Each morning brings a fresh wave of grace, and every evening I watch over you like a vigilant guardian, ensuring that even in the midst of your deepest fears, my protection never ceases. You are not alone, and I want you to trust me with everything. Your anxieties, your hopes, your confusion, and your greatest dreams, for it is my joy to lift you up and show you my wonders. When the clouds gather and storm winds howl, remember that I am your steadfast refuge, and I will shield you from harm as surely as the rising sun banishes the night. Walk boldly in this day, for I have already gone before you, preparing miracles. Come to me with all that weighs you down, because I never intended for you to face burdens that crush your spirit and leave you feeling isolated. Instead, cast your worries upon my broad shoulders, for I am able to carry them without wavering or complaint, and I long to see your soul unchained from the shackles of despair. Trust that I am working all things together for your good, orchestrating events in ways you cannot fully see or comprehend. Open your heart, rest in my arms, and let my reassurance flood your being. Precious child, do not underestimate the power of your presence in my eyes, for you are a masterpiece that I have shaped with my own hands, an irreplaceable jewel that reflects my glory. Even when you feel flawed or unworthy, remember that I created you with tender care and declared you worthy of my unconditional love. Hear my promise to stand with you against every challenge, for nothing can separate you from my affection. Let these words settle in your heart. I made you for a divine purpose, and I will see that purpose through. I know how the clamor of this world can be deafening, how the demands of life can pull at your every seam, yet I invite you now to be still and simply let my peace wash over you, as the morning dew refreshes the sleeping earth. My peace is a gift I freely give, not the fleeting calm the world promises, but a deep, unshakable tranquility that persists even in turbulence. Accept it, cling to it, and let it anchor you to my steadfast nature. Remember, when the storms rage, I am your harbor. When the night grows cold and questions crowd your mind, do not shy away from sharing them with me, for I have answers that surpass human understanding, and I will illumine your path in the perfect time. I see every hidden corner of your heart, every dream you nurture, and every fear you conceal. And still, I love you unconditionally. In that love, there is space for your doubts, your confessions, and your pleas for help. Never be ashamed to lay your soul bare before me, because my arms remain open unconditionally. Have faith, my child, that even if you are struggling to see me in the hustle and bustle of daily life, I am intimately aware of every aspect of your journey, orchestrating blessings you do not yet perceive. The seeds of hope that you plant now, watered by earnest prayer and unwavering devotion, will bloom into testimonies of my power. Do not surrender to despair, for I am weaving a tapestry of mercy and favor in your life. Always trust that my timing is perfect, even when impatience tugs at your heart. In times of confusion, when you question your path and wonder if you have strayed too far, know that my compassion is greater than any misstep you could ever make, and my grace is unrelenting. With me, there is always a new dawn, a fresh chapter, and a restored sense of purpose. Look forward with hope, because I specialize in bringing beauty from ashes. Let your heart be buoyed by the promise that you cannot wander beyond my reach. You, my dear, are far more precious than you sometimes dare to believe, and there is no detail of your life I overlook or disregard. I see the small victories that make your spirit soar, and I celebrate each one with you, for I delight in your happiness. But I also remain right beside you when shadows threaten to overwhelm your joy, reminding you that I am a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. Therefore, march boldly onward, holding my hand. I have known you since before you drew your very first breath, and every prayer you have ever uttered has reached my ears. Even those wordless cries of your heart, the ones you struggle to articulate, rise up to me in their own silent language. Treasure the awareness that I remember each request, each tear, and each petition for help, no matter how small or fleeting. Keep praying, keep hoping, for I am the God who is never late. Be at peace, for there is nothing about you I do not understand, and there is no secret you must hide from me. Though you are sometimes afraid to reveal your innermost wounds for fear of judgment, rest assured that my love never withers and my arms never close. In my eyes, you will always find acceptance and comfort. Take that step of faith and entrust me with every corner of your life. You may wonder in the quiet of the night if I truly see the magnitude of your pain, or if I notice the fears that keep you awake. Know that I do. I witness those tense hours when you wrestle with uncertainty, longing for some form of solace. I am the one who collects your tears as they fall, who listens to your silent pleas for clarity. I will guide you, child. Simply open your heart to my leading. Do not fear being vulnerable before me, for my mercy extends far beyond any fault or failing you perceive within yourself. Instead, let go of the burdens that weigh you down and invite my spirit to breathe healing into your soul. Releasing your worries into my hands frees you to stand upright in faith, no longer slouched by the weight of apprehension. Trust in my promise to renew your strength as you surrender. You have faced moments when you felt unworthy or overlooked, yet I assure you, you are never invisible to me. Your unique voice matters, your dreams matter, and your struggles matter, because I formed you with meticulous care and breathed into you a divine spark. Let my words today remind you of your infinite worth. You are my beloved, chosen and cherished forever. My grace does not arrive as a trickle, but as a mighty river, washing away your fears and saturating your spirit with new life. Let it flow freely, granting you the courage to rise again after every setback. When you stumble, I am there to catch you, and when you are on your knees, I give you the strength to stand. Take heart in knowing that I have destined you to overcome. When old doubts resurface, when regrets from yesterday threaten to cloud your vision, remember my promise. I make all things new. I rewrite stories that seem irredeemably broken, and I reclaim what appears lost. In my hands no pain is wasted, no tear is shed in vain, and no remorse is beyond the reach of forgiveness. Gaze upon me, and let my faithfulness spark a new dawn in your heart. I see the milestones you have reached, the lessons you have learned, and the ways you have grown. Each step you have taken toward me is precious in my sight, and I rejoice in your progress, celebrating every inch of ground you gain in faith. Remember, I am the Lord who multiplies your efforts, turning mustard seeds of belief into towering trees of blessing. Keep pressing forward, for I delight in your perseverance. Though the world may try to define you by your past mistakes or by outward appearances, I define you solely by my love and the purpose I have placed within you. You are not captive to labels or expectations that others impose. Instead, your identity is secure in me, and I have called you my treasured one. Stand firmly upon this truth, and do not let worldly judgments shake your confidence. I understand that sometimes you feel forsaken by others, as though you stand alone in a crowd. But I want you to know that even when people fail you, I never will. My commitment to you is steadfast, my promises secure, and my love constant. In the darkest valley or the loneliest desert, I am near, carrying you through every tribulation. Lift your eyes, for I am with you. There will be trials that test your resolve, moments where your faith feels fragile under the weight of uncertainty. In such times, remember that you are anchored in my unchanging nature, and I am the bedrock upon which you can lean without fear of collapse. Place your confidence in my word, for it is living and active, a lamp that will guide you through the thickest gloom. You never walk alone, dear one. When you worry about how you will provide for your family, how you will meet the obligations of each day, or how you will stand against the currents of adversity, I urge you to lay those concerns at my feet. I am the God who feeds the sparrows and clothes the lilies of the field, and I value you infinitely more than those creatures. Believe that I will provide for your needs in ways both ordinary and miraculous. Rest in that confidence and watch my hand move. Never let shame keep you from turning to me. Even if you have made choices that weigh heavily on your conscience, I am the one who forgives freely, who welcomes the prodigal child with open arms and celebrates their return. Confess openly, bare your heart, and I will shower you with grace and mercy. You are never too far gone, never beyond the reach of my redeeming power. I know the scars on your heart, the disappointments that have taken root in your memories, and the questions that hover in your mind about your future. Yet, my promise remains. I am weaving a tapestry that will bring glory from every thread of your life, even those that seem frayed or tangled. Hold fast to the conviction that I will shape your trials into triumphs. Watch how I transform your burdens into blessings. Hope is a precious gift I desire to pour into your life, lighting each day with the certainty that dawn is inevitable. Though shadows linger, they do not last forever, for my light prevails. I want you to live with an expectancy that good things lie ahead, because I am the author of goodness, and my plans for you are filled with abundant grace. Let this hope anchor your soul, unwavering. Take my hand and step forward, trusting that I guide you toward a future brimming with promise. Even if your path seems unclear or riddled with obstacles, remember that I see the bigger picture, and I am orchestrating every detail. My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are beyond your calculations, yet they are always for your welfare. Walk in trust, confident that I will not let you slip. Nurture the flame of faith in your heart by seeking my presence daily, for I delight in spending time with you, just as a loving father cherishes moments with a beloved child. When doubts arise, bring them before me in prayer, and I will answer with guidance, strength, and consolation. Open the Bible, let my words wash over your mind, and you will see the world through the lens of truth. Let me nourish your spirit continually. I made you to shine, to reflect my love, kindness, and truth to those around you, and I take joy in seeing you become a beacon of hope in a troubled world. Do not be afraid to stand out or stand up for what is right, even when it means standing alone. I will grant you boldness and wisdom, helping you make a positive difference wherever you go. Rise and let your light shine. Many voices will vie for your attention, telling you who you should be or how you should live. But I ask you to quiet those competing opinions and listen for my voice. I will never lead you astray, nor will I place on you burdens that you cannot bear. My guidance is gentle and my yoke is easy, for I do not demand perfection, but a willingness to trust and obey. Keep your focus on me, your good shepherd. When you feel unsteady and uncertain of your abilities, rest in the fact that I am the source of every gift and skill you possess. The talents I placed within you are meant to flourish and bless not only your life, but those you encounter, igniting hearts with encouragement. Trust that I will multiply your efforts when they align with my purposes, creating ripples of goodness that extend farther than you imagine. Serve with joy and watch me move. I am enthralled by your uniqueness, by the qualities that set you apart and make you precious. Do not compare yourself to others or diminish your worth based on fleeting standards, for I have written your name on my heart, and I celebrate who you are. In my eyes, there is no one else like you, and I have designed you to fulfill an extraordinary role in my grand story. Embrace your identity in me with confidence. You may encounter seasons of pruning, moments when I gently remove what hinders your growth, or when I refine you through trials. Though it may feel painful in the moment, trust that every pruning has a purpose, leading you toward maturity and a fruitful life. Let me shape you into a vessel that can hold the fullness of my blessings. Stand firm, for I do nothing without the intention of perfecting you. I am intimately aware of your spiritual battles, the temptations that whisper to you, and the weaknesses that test your resolve. But rest assured, I have equipped you with the armor of faith, truth, righteousness, and salvation, so you can stand victorious against every attack. Lean on my strength in moments of vulnerability, and remember that my power is made perfect in your weakness. Be courageous, for I fight your battles with you. There are moments when you will need to stand still and trust, rather than striving in your own might. I ask you to let go of the anxious urge to control everything, for I, the Lord of all creation, hold your future in my capable hands. I know the right time and season for every aspect of your life, and I will not fail to fulfill my plans for you. Rest in my sovereignty. Child, hear me. You do not have to carry regrets from the past like a ball and chain around your ankles. Let my forgiveness wash away your mistakes and step forward into freedom. Each day is an opportunity to begin again, to live in the light of my endless mercy. Draw near to me, for I stand ready to offer you a clean slate and a hope-filled tomorrow. Do not be disheartened by the trials you see in the world, for I remain Lord over every storm, every conflict, every turmoil. Though times may feel dark, my light shines ever brighter, and I am weaving salvation stories through the chaos. Take heart, and remember that I have overcome the world. Your role is to hold firmly to my hand and reflect my goodness wherever you can. Trust me to handle the rest. Seek refuge in my word, for it contains timeless promises and living truth that can guide your every step. When you feel lost, let Scripture be your roadmap, and when anxiety threatens to consume you, let verses of hope be your shield. I speak through those sacred words, offering comfort, direction, and encouragement to all who read them with open hearts. Let my word dwell in you richly and shape your perspective. When heartbreak seems unbearable, remember that I am the one who binds up the brokenhearted and heals wounds that go deeper than any earthly remedy can reach. In my arms, there is solace that transcends comprehension, a peace that settles restless thoughts. Yield your pain to me, and let me mend what has been torn, for I delight in restoring what was thought lost. Breathe in my presence, child, and find wholeness. Rejoice in the knowledge that you can approach me freely, without hesitance or dread, for I tore the veil that once separated us. You stand in my presence as one dearly loved and accepted, invited to speak openly and candidly about every matter of your heart. Let your spirit find relief in honest prayer, trusting that I listen intently. Keep knocking, for the door will be opened to you. I understand that you may have experienced disappointments when the path you envisioned took an unexpected turn, but never assume that I have forsaken you. Sometimes I steer your course in ways that prepare you for greater blessings or protect you from unseen dangers. My wisdom is infinite, and my perspective sees far beyond the horizon. Surrender your plans into my care and believe that I am directing your steps for your ultimate good. Love flows from my heart in an unending river, saturating every soul that longs for a drink of real fulfillment. This love knows no boundaries or conditions, reaching you regardless of your circumstances. Allow my love to permeate every part of your being, healing old wounds and softening hardened places. As you receive this love, share it freely with others, mirroring the mercy you have found in me. It is in giving that love multiplies. Be attentive to the gentle nudges I place on your heart, the subtle inclinations to serve, to bless, or to reach out. These are invitations for you to partner with me in spreading hope and comfort. Small gestures, offered in kindness, can illuminate the darkest corners. Step out boldly, trusting that I will empower you, and watch as I transform simple acts into wonders. In doing so, you will witness my hand at work in you. Loneliness can strike unexpectedly, but remind yourself that I am with you at all times, even in the solitude of your quietest moments. Talk to me as though speaking to a dear friend, for I delight in conversation that springs from sincerity. You need not use grand words or ceremonious speech. Bring me your honest thoughts, your joys, your frustrations. I cherish every word you direct to me, and I respond with boundless compassion. In your weakest moments, when you feel you have nothing left to give, come to me and find rest. I offer peace that transcends the chaos of the world, a sanctuary where you can lay down your burdens and breathe deeply of my grace. Do not let pride convince you that you must keep trudging alone. I am the good shepherd who carries you upon my shoulders when the journey is too much. My beloved, I have placed people in your life for a reason. Family, friends, and spiritual companions who can support you, nurture you, and remind you of my faithfulness. Do not hesitate to lean on them when you need prayer or encouragement, for I often use others as instruments of my care. Yet never forget that I remain the ultimate source of your strength. Look to me first, and trust that I will meet your every need. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude, for it opens your eyes to see the miracles woven into your daily life. Even the smallest blessings are tokens of my affection. A thankful heart recognizes my presence in every detail, from the warmth of the sun to the kindness of a stranger. Let gratitude be the rhythm of your soul, and you will discover that joy springs forth more readily, no matter the circumstance. I yearn for you to experience the wonder of intimacy with me, where your heart beats in tandem with my will, and your desires align with my purposes. This is not a distant dream, but a daily reality you can embrace through consistent prayer, meditating on my word, and worship that flows from genuine love. The more you abide in me, the clearer you will perceive my direction, and the more vibrant your faith will become. Do not fear trials, for they refine your character like gold tested in fire. Rather than succumbing to despair, let each difficulty shape you into a brighter reflection of my glory. I will guide you through every test, ensuring that you emerge stronger and more confident in my provision. Painful though it may be, trust that the refining process is necessary for you to blossom into the fullness I've intended. Celebrate your progress, child, and do not fixate on the hurdles that remain. Each day you draw breath is an opportunity for transformation, and I am committed to your growth. I have invested my spirit within you, empowering you to conquer weaknesses and manifest the fruits of love, joy, peace, and patience. Embrace this journey of sanctification, knowing that I am faithfully at work within your soul. When the voices of doubt whisper that you are unloved or useless, recall my word that proclaims you are fearfully and wonderfully made, knit together with precision and purpose. The emptiness you sometimes feel is not evidence of abandonment, but a call to deeper fellowship with me. Let that longing guide you back into my presence, where you will find the fullness of joy and a renewed sense of direction. Remember the story of David, who faced Goliath armed only with faith and a sling, yet he emerged victorious because he trusted in me wholeheartedly. Let that encourage you in your battles, big and small. It is not the size of the opposition that matters, but the greatness of the one who stands with you. Face your giants knowing that I will grant you victory in ways that magnify my glory. Sometimes, I will lead you down unexpected paths, calling you to step out in faith when logic says to remain where you are. In these moments, cling to my promises that I am trustworthy and that I provide all that is needed for success. Do not hesitate or postpone obedience, for blessings often lie just beyond your comfort zone. Be brave, knowing my hand upholds you every step of the way. I see the broken relationships that weigh on your heart, and I desire to bring reconciliation where bitterness has taken root. Pray earnestly, asking me to soften hearts and heal old wounds. Though it may take time and humility, trust that I am the mender of relationships and the restorer of peace. Extend forgiveness as you have received it from me, and watch how I pave a way for unity. When others reject or misunderstand you, let my acceptance be your unshakable foundation. I have called you by name, declared you my beloved, and nothing can alter that status. Anchor your identity in this truth, letting it carry you through any rejection or criticism. You do not need the world's approval when you have my everlasting affirmation. Rest in me and discover your true worth. Keep your heart soft and approachable, allowing my love to flow outward to those around you. A hardened heart can prevent you from seeing the beautiful ways I am at work. Even if you have been wounded, do not let bitterness turn your heart to stone. Lay your injuries at my feet, and let me replace your pain with compassion that reaches beyond your own struggles to lift others. When you see injustice or suffering, remember that I weep alongside those who hurt, and I call my children to be agents of love, justice, and mercy. Do not stand idly by, waiting for someone else to act. If I tug at your spirit to help, respond wholeheartedly, knowing I will supply you with the resources and resilience needed to make a difference. Offer hope and reflect my heart in all you do. My beloved, I have heard your prayers in the midnight hour, those moments where you poured out your soul, not knowing if anyone was listening. Know that I have always listened, and I have already set in motion answers that align with my perfect timing. Trust that I will respond, though the manifestation may differ from your initial expectations. Keep praying, trusting, and waiting with anticipation. Let go of the illusion of perfection, for I am not impressed by a flawless performance, but by a humble spirit that longs for me. Bring me your genuine self, including your weaknesses and struggles, and you will find that my grace is sufficient. I would rather walk closely with you in your brokenness than be distant from a polished facade. Honest faith, lived out daily, is far more pleasing to me than any mask of piety. When thoughts of fear or anxiety take hold, combat them by recalling my faithfulness, reflecting on the miracles I have done and the countless times I have delivered you. Let testimonies of my goodness become your shield against dread. Speak my promises aloud. You have not given me a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Stand firm, child, for I am your defender. Time spent in my presence is never wasted, so do not be hurried or rushed in your communion with me. Pause the clamor of demands and give yourself permission to dwell in stillness, simply enjoying my nearness. In those peaceful moments, I will reveal insights and speak comfort to your soul. Let my peace envelop you, guiding you into deeper understanding of my heart. There is power in community. Gathering with others who seek my presence can uplift you when you feel drained. I established fellowship among believers so that you might encourage, instruct, and care for one another. Though prayer in solitude is valuable, do not neglect the strength found in collective worship and mutual support. Embrace the unity that flows from my spirit. If you find yourself overwhelmed by your own plans and aspirations, lay them down before me and ask for my guidance. I will show you which paths are fruitful and which detours lead nowhere. My wisdom surpasses every human calculation, and I see pitfalls where you see promise, as well as opportunities where you see impossibility. Surrender your ambitions to my counsel, and you will not go astray. Sometimes you need reassurance in tangible forms, a word of encouragement, a timely coincidence that aligns perfectly, or a peaceful stirring in your spirit. I delight in comforting you through these means, reminding you that I am actively involved in your life. Remain alert for my gentle signals, and when you receive them, let your faith be fortified. You are precious to me, and I will not let you walk blind. Let your prayers be direct, honest, and filled with expectancy. For I am a loving Father who delights in blessing my children according to my will. Dare to ask boldly, not from a place of entitlement, but from a posture of trust that I have all power and authority. As you pray, remember to listen as well, for my response may come as a quiet whisper guiding you toward the next step. Cherish the moments of joy I grant you, whether in laughter with loved ones, the accomplishment of a personal goal, or the simple pleasure of a new sunrise. These are glimpses of my goodness in a world that often highlights sorrow. Let these moments remind you that I create beauty continually, inviting you to partake in the abundance of life I designed for you. Cling to these reminders when trials arise. Beware of harboring resentment or grudges, for they create barriers that hinder the flow of my blessing into your life. Release offenses into my capable hands, and let forgiveness become your watchword. When you do, you will find that your spirit can soar free of bitterness, and your heart can experience new depths of tranquility. Let reconciliation define you, reflecting the love you have received from me. Seek wisdom above all else, for it will protect and guide you. When you lack wisdom, turn to me, and I will generously supply it. My wisdom is pure, peaceable, gentle, open to reason, and full of mercy. As you apply it, you will navigate life's complexities with assurance, knowing that my counsel is never flawed. Trust in the guidance I provide, and watch how doors open before you. Do not be afraid to dream with me, to envision a future where your gifts are fully realized and your heart sings with purpose. I planted those desires within you, not to tease or frustrate you, but to inspire you toward my higher calling. Open your mind to the possibilities I set before you and move forward in faith. I am your biggest supporter, equipping you to fulfill your destiny. When you stumble or fall short of the high standards you set for yourself, resist the temptation to wallow in self-condemnation. Gently pick yourself up, fix your eyes on me, and let my forgiveness renew your perspective. Perfection is not your calling. Growth is. With each slip, you gain wisdom, humility, and empathy. In your weakest moments, my power finds its fullest expression. I understand your longing for security, for something firm to hold on to in a world that seems to shift constantly. Let me be your cornerstone, the unmovable foundation upon which your life is built. With me, you do not have to chase fleeting illusions of safety. Instead, anchor yourself in my eternal faithfulness, and you will find that no storm can dismantle what I am building within you. Rest assured that I do not sleep or take a moment's leave, for my watchful care over you is constant and unwavering. I know the path ahead of you, and I see the hidden dangers you cannot detect. Place your confidence in this ongoing vigilance, and do not let anxiety rob you of the peace I offer. I am your shepherd, guiding you into pleasant pastures and protecting you from harm. Sometimes you will realize that the path to your breakthrough is simpler than you imagine. To come before me in raw sincerity, to let go of your pride, and to trust me completely. Complexity dissolves when you surrender your will and acknowledge my sovereignty. I specialize in turning mourning into dancing and sorrow into gladness. Once you yield control of your circumstances to me, let your heart open to transformation. It is my great joy to see you become a conduit of blessings for others, allowing my love to flow through you in acts of generosity, hospitality, and service. When you pour out yourself for someone in need, you reflect my heart and draw closer to my character. Never underestimate the impact of a kind gesture, for it often stirs my spirit in ways that shape destinies. Be a vessel of compassion wherever you can. I realize that life can sometimes feel like an endless array of tasks and obligations, leaving little room for spiritual renewal. Yet it is crucial for your soul to pause, reflect, and reset in my presence. In that stillness, I refill your empty cup, ensuring you have the vitality needed to continue your journey. Do not neglect these sacred pauses, for they keep you aligned with my plan. When you feel weary and burdened by the sins of the world, your own shortcomings, or the injustice you witness, let my assurance of ultimate victory soothe your spirit. I have already won the war, triumphing over darkness through love and sacrifice. While battles still rage, the final outcome remains certain. I reign supreme, and I invite you to walk in my victory. Stand tall in this ultimate truth. Remember my words. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Let these words anchor your faith, especially in the moments that test your endurance. No matter what valley you traverse, my presence accompanies you, lighting the way and providing comfort. Even if you cannot sense me tangibly, trust that I am at work, orchestrating your deliverance in ways you cannot foresee. Cling to my promise, for it is unbreakable. Consider the story of Peter, who walked on water when he kept his focus on me, yet began to sink when he looked at the storm. Let it remind you of the power of focus. When uncertainties swirl around you, turn your gaze toward my face, and you will discover a renewed ability to endure and even flourish in the chaos. I will steady your feet upon the waters of adversity. Do not neglect the power of praise and worship, for when you lift your voice in adoration, even in sorrow, you invite my presence more deeply into your life. Praise shifts your eyes from circumstances to my sovereign grace, reminding you that I am greater than any storm. Allow your spirit to rejoice in my eternal goodness, and you will experience a divine exchange of heaviness for joy. Offer your hallelujah in trust. When tensions arise among those you love, invite me into the situation as the peacemaker and counselor. Conflict, if handled with grace, can become an opportunity for deeper understanding and unity. Let my spirit guide your words, seasoning them with kindness and patience. As you surrender your pride and embrace humility, I will mend rifts and strengthen bonds, reflecting my heart for reconciliation. Walk in the assurance that you are part of a timeless story, the same story of faith that spanned generations of believers who trusted me in deserts, battles, prisons, and triumphant victories. Their testimonies were written to encourage your own faith journey, showing you that I am consistent, steadfast, and more than able to sustain you. Align your faith with theirs, and step boldly onto the path I have carved for you. In moments of reflection, you may wonder if your life truly matters, or if you have left a meaningful impact. Know that every act of kindness, each prayer offered, every ounce of forgiveness extended, it all resonates in the kingdom of heaven. I measure success differently than the world does, valuing purity of heart and obedience over outward accolades. Your faithful walk with me is a testimony that can inspire countless others. I love you so profoundly that I provided the ultimate sacrifice, bridging the gap that sin created, so we can enjoy fellowship without barrier. Let that truth be the bedrock of your identity. You are worth every bit of my love, sealed by the greatest act of redemption the universe has ever seen. Let no lie convince you otherwise. You are my child, a co-heir of glory, and I am eternally devoted to you. Release yourself from the trap of worry, which drains your energy and clouds your spirit. Instead, choose to rest in my sovereignty, believing that I orchestrate all circumstances for your good and my glory. Surrender your anxieties at my feet, and you will find that I exchange them for peace and assurance. Worry cannot exist where trust in me thrives. Take heart, for I am in control. When tragedy strikes or when life's transitions leave you reeling, let your cry come to me. I am not distant or unfeeling. I mourn with those who mourn and provide comfort that surpasses any earthly remedy. In the midst of chaos, my arms are wide open, waiting for you to rest your tear-stained face against my chest. You are never abandoned in sorrow, and I promise to walk you through the valley to brighter days. Child, when you extend compassion to others, visiting the sick, feeding the hungry, comforting the lonely, you do so as though you are ministering to me. I see every deed done in love, and I remember it eternally. Your compassion reflects my heart for humanity, and through your kindness, you become my hands and feet in a world desperate for light. Continue to love boldly, and I will bless your endeavors. Let your prayer life evolve into continuous dialogue with me, not confined to a specific place or time, but woven throughout your daily experiences. Whisper your gratitude as you wake, share your frustrations when tasks overwhelm, and praise me as you witness blessings unfolding. I long for a constant, intimate connection with you. Your prayers matter, and I treasure each one as a fragrant offering of faith. I have gifted you with the ability to forgive, a powerful tool that breaks chains of bitterness and fosters healing in relationships. Remember how freely I have forgiven you. Let this guide you in extending mercy to others. Even if you feel you cannot forgive by your own strength, lean on my grace, and I will empower you. By forgiving, you make room for peace in your soul and open the door for my restoration. There may be times when you feel I am silent, but silence does not equate to absence or indifference. In those quiet seasons, I am often working behind the scenes, testing your faith, or preparing you for the next phase of your journey. Listen closely, for my whispers can be heard in gentle conviction, in a timely word from a friend, or in the unfolding of unexpected opportunities. Patience will reveal my plan. Believe that your dreams, when surrendered to me, are never wasted but refined and aligned with my purposes. Sometimes what you consider a delay is actually my protection or a strategic pause to perfect the circumstances around you. Keep trusting, keep praying, and stay open to my direction, for I hold the blueprint of your life, each detail lovingly planned. My child, you are not defined by your financial status, your social standing, or any earthly measure of success. Your true identity rests in being my beloved, chosen to reflect my light in this world. If you cling to worldly accolades, they will fade away, but if you ground yourself in my approval, you stand on everlasting truth. Seek first my kingdom, and you will find fulfillment far beyond your imagination. Embrace the Holy Spirit I have given you, for He is your comforter, guide, and the guarantee of my promises. He intercedes on your behalf when words fail, and He empowers you to fulfill the calling I have placed on your life. Cultivate a relationship with my Spirit through obedience and reverence, and you will experience deeper revelations of my love. Treasure this divine companion, for you are never alone. As you grow in faith, share your testimony with those who hunger for hope. Your story of how I have moved in your life can ignite a spark in others, leading them to seek my presence. Let your words be seasoned with authenticity, highlighting that I transform weaknesses into strengths, failures into stepping stones, and sorrow into a doorway for deeper joy. Your testimony matters greatly in my kingdom. Watch for the moments when weariness seems insurmountable. In those times, remember that I invite you to rest, not merely physically, but in the depths of your spirit. Cease striving to earn my love. It is already yours. Lay your head on my shoulder, and let me renew you with the assurance of my care. You are not a machine or a robot. You are my cherished creation, deserving of rest. I, the Lord your God, speak these words to you because my love for you abounds beyond comprehension, and I desire that you walk confidently in my promises. Your future is secure in my hands, for I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, and every moment in between. Stand upon this truth, and let fear dissipate into the knowledge that I am your everlasting refuge. Yes, you may face criticism, obstacles, and setbacks, but do not forget that I have overcome the world, and within you resides the power to rise above every challenge. Your story is far from over. Each day is an invitation to discover new facets of my grace. Press on, beloved, and expect to see the extraordinary. My might and love are always working in your favor. Reach out to me with childlike faith, for children trust without overcomplicating or second-guessing. Let your faith be unashamedly bold, and watch how mountains shift at the mere mention of my name. I take pleasure in your simple, unwavering trust. When doubt attempts to stifle your confidence, return to the innocence of a child's heart, secure in my boundless strength. I declare over you peace in the storms, joy in sorrow, strength in weakness, and clarity in confusion. These declarations are not mere words, but my living promises that shape reality when received in faith. Let them resonate in your spirit until they become your truth. I bless you to see my handiwork in every area of your life, from the smallest detail to the grandest miracle. As you leave this conversation, know that my words to you do not end here. I will continue speaking through the pages of Scripture, through the quiet voice of my Spirit, and through circumstances both mundane and extraordinary. Keep your heart open and remain vigilant to my leading. My communication is limitless, and I wish to guide you day by day. Remember always that I do not grow weary of your presence. Rather, it pleases me when you seek me wholeheartedly. Even if you come with the same request daily, I remain patient, listening intently and working out what is best for you. Do not shy away from repeating your petitions. I am your loving Father, infinitely patient and caring. Let this awareness lift any sense of unworthiness. As you navigate relationships, career choices, family matters, and personal growth, never forget that I am your anchor in every sphere. Inviting me into each decision ensures you align with my will. leading to a life saturated with purpose and blessings that overflow. Resist the urge to compartmentalize your faith. Weave it into every aspect of who you are. You will find that I bless the whole of your life. Take these words as my personal invitation. Open your heart wide and let me inhabit every corner. Bring your joy, your pain, your ambitions, and your anxieties to my table, and I will share in each of them with you. This is an intimate relationship I offer, not a distant tradition. Rest in the warmth of my presence, knowing that I cherish our closeness. As you step forward into tomorrow, let faith illuminate your path and love direct your footsteps. You do not traverse this journey alone. My angels watch over you, and my spirit resides within you. Whatever trials or triumphs await, face them with the confidence that your Creator holds you in the palms of His hands. Breathe in hope, breathe out worry, and walk boldly in the light of my promises. I say to you once more, you are loved beyond measure, treasured beyond words, and guided with a wisdom that surpasses every earthly understanding. Wear that truth on your heart, let it form the lens through which you view life, and do not allow any fear to overshadow it. My love is your banner, proclaiming victory in every season. Carry that banner high, child. I bless you now with peace in your mind, strength in your body, and serenity in your soul. May your home be filled with my presence, your relationships overflow with my grace, and your endeavors reflect my glory. Trust that my blessings are not limited to a single moment. They continue unfolding throughout your life, revealing new depths of my devotion to you. Stand firm on the foundation of my word, which endures from generation to generation, unwavering in its truth. When the world's philosophies shift like sand, my word remains a solid rock upon which you can confidently build. Let it shape your decisions and inform your passions, for it reveals my heart and instructs you in righteousness. Know my word, live my word, and you will never be without guidance. My beloved child, even if darkness tries to encroach upon your spirit, remember that I am the light that no darkness can extinguish. Your every fear, every hint of despair melts before my radiance. Lean into my light and let it bathe your soul in hope and clarity. Where my light shines, confusion scatters, and the path forward becomes illuminated with promise. I see you, and I am profoundly proud of your efforts to remain faithful, even when it feels like you are barely holding on. Your perseverance touches my heart, and I am eager to reward it with displays of my favor and power. Keep standing firm, keeping your eyes on me, for I am your steadfast anchor. The storms will pass, and you will emerge stronger in faith. Let my spirit fill you with confidence as you step into new territories, new jobs, new relationships, new responsibilities. You need not shrink back, because I am already there, preparing the ground and securing your victory. Speak my promises over your endeavors, declaring that you walk in my favor. Approach every challenge with the assurance that my power is at work within you. When doubts arise about your worth, recall that I formed you in my image, breathing into you the breath of life. You carry a reflection of the divine within you, making you precious beyond earthly valuation. Let nothing convince you otherwise. Affirm daily, I am a beloved creation of God, valuable in His sight. This truth steadies you against any lie that attempts to diminish your self-worth. Extend the same grace you receive from me toward others, acknowledging that all are in need of mercy. Judging harshly only builds walls, but grace builds bridges of healing. In your interactions, let my spirit soften your tone, guiding you to respond with compassion rather than anger. By showing grace, you embody my love in a tangible, transformative way. Watch how hearts change when met with understanding. Carry my peace within you, so that wherever you go, others sense my calm through you. This is one of the most impactful testimonies you can offer, to be a vessel of my serenity in environments fraught with tension. Let your presence diffuse hostility, for my spirit dwelling in you radiates harmony. Remain grounded in prayer, and my peace will flow unhindered from you to those in need. As you contemplate the road ahead, do so with the expectation that I will continue revealing my character in deeper ways. You have only seen a fraction of my majesty, a glimpse of my love. Your journey with me is an eternal voyage of discovery. Stay open to new revelations of my grace, my power, and my holiness. Greater things lie before you. Take courage, for I am the God of new beginnings. If you find yourself stuck or regretful about the past, open your heart to the fresh start I offer. My mercies are new every morning, blanketing yesterday's failures with renewed hope. Step into each day like a blank canvas upon which my love paints vivid colors of redemption and possibility. Do not fear new beginnings, for I stand at every threshold with you. Finally, my dear child, never forget that my love for you has no limit, no boundary, and no expiration date. You are enveloped in it eternally, and I desire that you live in that assurance, unshaken by any trial. Let this truth be your guiding star, pointing you always back to me, the source of all good things. Trust in my love and let it fuel your faith each day. I bless you and speak life over every area of your existence, your family, your aspirations, your health, your relationships, and your spiritual walk. May my anointing rest upon you, granting you favor and opening doors you never imagined possible. Walk forward in confidence, knowing that I go before you, stand beside you, and shield you from behind. The best is yet to come, beloved one. Look forward, full of expectation, for I am the author of your story, and I write endings that radiate with grace and victory. There is no chapter of your life I cannot redeem, no sorrow I cannot turn into rejoicing. Therefore, hold your head high and step into tomorrow with hope, trusting that each sunrise brings fresh evidence of my faithfulness. The greatest miracles are yet to unfold, and you are part of my grand design.